just got on the train and we're on our way to Brampton to visit my friend Fringe. We got a big day ahead of us, gonna do some footage. I'm gonna check out his studio, take you guys in on his process, so I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a 45-minute ride to it, so we'll see you soon. Alright guys, we just arrived in Brampton. Buddy Fringe is here. He's here to pick me up, and we're going to be checking out his studio. We'll see you soon.
I love how you got the attack from one, you've got the meat from the other. For me, this is the best setup. This is a hybrid setup, and this to me works best. I can't work just in the box. I need to have the tactile feel of interacting with my gear. I want my studio to feel like it's part of me and I'm part of it. And I can't get that with a mouse and a keyboard. I mean, obviously it's needed for some things, but for the most part, I want hands-on. I want to be able to touch and interact in that way.
Yeah, it's also like you have a little more direct relationship with your instruments. You're able to.
It is, and that exactly. To me, it's a personal interaction that I can't get. It's lifeless to me working in the box. This feels more alive, I guess. I'm much more engaged this way. I feel like I actually want to do more. Now, the other thing is limitations. I find working in the box, there's too much going on. I get options anxiety. I never know which way to go. When I'm working with the boxes, I know these are the boxes I have. These are the waveforms I have to work with, and I'm only allowed to do so much editing. I've got to coax as much as I can out of these boxes. And that to me is part of my process. So let's introduce another one now. You can hear that rhythmic from the delay. Now let's actually increase that a bit, and you can hear that delay that's on the attack of the piano portion, adding a little bit more dimension and depth to the sample. Okay, let's try and change another pad. Change this one up now. So let's try and raise this one. See, this is just a basic Juno pad, but when you put it through the effects, it changes everything. You know, the Z-plane filters in these emus are incredible, even for something that's like, you know, over 25 years old. This is the stock Juno pad. But you go and add the filters onto it, and you can get a completely different sound. So these are the formant filters. They add like a vocal-like element to it. Completely different and unrecognizable from the beginning.
That's nice.
This here is the Orbit on its own, which I showed you is just a formant filter on the Juno pad, and then I can introduce this pad from the Technox. Then I can add in the JV1080 on what we did with that, and back in the day, I mean, even if they didn't have these exact boxes, they had similar ones. They had older versions or variations of these, and a lot of the times, yeah, I mean, they were in a bedroom just like I am. They had what they had, and they had no other choice but to work with that. Yeah. And it's incredible what they came up with, because we would not have jungle as it is today, or even techno or house or any of those if it wasn't for those limitations. It's forced people to be creative when they otherwise wouldn't have been. So again, it's got that same attack. I haven't changed any of the attack layer. All I've been changing is the pad itself. Exactly what it's all about. It's just experimenting. It's making use of what you've got, limitations and all. There's only so much I can do, but there's a lot you can get out of it if you're willing to put in the effort.
Yeah.
See, and so when I hear these kind of lush pads like this, if I were to turn this off and I just... But you know what I'm hearing with that? We need a piano. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the attack. I want to change the attack now. I think it's time that we... make a piano with this. So let us just... Okay, first, we need to find out the right piano, right? Okay, so let's change this down. Let's do a minor 7th. Nice choir. Right now this is well, it's 2 synths but 4 layers because you got 2 layers per synth. So you've got that tine attack from the first one. So let's mute this right now and go back to the Technox here. So we've got this sound here, the tinkle sound. So let me remember there's a heavy reverb on it from the synth, but that's just that part. And then this is the additional choir pad with that. And then if I were to turn off the attack portion of it. See, so maybe we won't even put the attack on then. Let's turn that off, but then let's use the attack from the piano instead.
Yes.
See? It is very lush. Right, and then we can go down here and let us try and see what we can add on with this one. So there's an additional layer mixed with this. And then without that new layer, it's got more top end. So this is the main portion of it. This is your bottom end of it. And then this is your attack portion of it. See? So that's 3 different synths, all containing different waveforms, complementing each other and making one cohesive patch that can be used for your track. And like I said, it's just a matter of mixing and matching. It's jumping between the synths in terms of what waveforms use, the levels for them, the effects used on them. And of course, you can get more in depth in there, and you can start really playing with the envelopes and the pitch and whatnot. But to get a rough idea, it doesn't take that long as it works. Sometimes it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's all about just finding that vibe when you're
That's
like, that feeling.
When I feel it, I know that I'm on the right track, and I feel compelled to want to keep working on it.